morning, garden friends. Today I am going to be working with this container because I like to have a centerpiece on our dining table outside on our deck. So, a couple things that I ended up doing is looking at different succulents that can handle the Georgia heat and the humidity. And that area gets about 4 to 6 hours of sun, but then towards the end it's more shaded sun. So I got a nice mixture that I want to put in this container. And let me tell you some of the plants that I have. I had to write them down. Okay, so this here is a climbing aloe. It requires bright light and it's also drought tolerant. That's one of the things that I did make sure of with all the plants for the combination is that they were suitable with each other. The only one that is not and requires a little bit more moisture is the Mosaic red. It's a trailing red, but I'm going to end up putting it more towards the back end because while it requires more water, more of a shade area, more of a shade requirements is needed. The next one is Crassula, which is called the watch chain. It also, same requirements, drought tolerant, requires a lot of airflow. So I'm probably going to put it around the trailing succulents. The next one, which I thought was interesting, was this. It's called Flapjack, the paddle plant. I so love it. And I think it's going to look really cute in the container. The next one is the Mosaic. Where are you at? I believe it's this. Nope. Where's my Mosaic? No. Oh, here it is. This is the Crassula Mosaic. And what it'll do is it'll give you vertical interest based off of how it ends up growing. The next one is, oh God, this one was I don't know how to say this, and I'll put it up. But one of the things that they say is to avoid watering the petals because that'll end up damaging it. But in order to water, one of the things that I ended up getting was a syringe. That way I can be precise in regards to making sure I'm not getting any water on them. And then I got the Sedum Sunset that is going to be in here. And then to add some additional color, I'm going to be putting the lemon coral sedum. I think the combination of the textures, the layering that I'm going to be doing in this container is going to look amazing. And then the other thing that I'm doing is I want some candles inside here. So I got 3 tiered to where I can work, the plants around it. Now, one of the things that in my research it said is to use a good cactus, palm, and citrus potting mix. So that's what I'm going to use. Now, I just put a napkin down, a paper towel at the bottom, so the soil wouldn't come out the hole. But that was the other thing. Because these guys are drought tolerant, pretty much all of them require for the soil to get dry prior to you watering again. And this mix has got a combination. And the mix up here, so I've envisioned what I want this to look like. So I'm going to be playing around with it. Get this filled up. Now, one of the things that I wanted to do first was have an idea of where I wanted to place the candles. Now, these are battery operated. And the one thing that I was doing, because it's battery operated, and to keep them from sitting in the soil, I'm going to put a layer of the pebbles so that the base of the candle will not be in the water. Well, then I'm just going to play around with it. Play around with it based off of the requirements of each of the plants. So I think I'm going to do, because the aloe vera will end up climbing, to have, let me just lay this out. See how this is going to look. This one's a little taller, so I'll put that one here. Okay, there. I do believe I want this sort of in the front. I'm wondering if I could get, let's see how this, because I am going to take some of this dirt off. I wonder if I could split this and have two there. Put you here. Put you there. I'm going to put this towards the back end so that I have some draping. Let's see here. A couple of these I'm going to, as I take the soil off, end up thinning them out and then working these guys in here. Okay, guys, so this is sort of how I am thinking about having this. So let me go ahead and start putting this together, and then I will get back on and show you what it ends up looking like. Now, one of the things that in the research is that you got to make sure that the root has good contact with the soil. I don't believe it's going to be packed, and then I just might end up, if it's not, going and getting some more to tuck them in, but I just want to see how this ends up looking like. So let me go ahead and get this in this container, and then I will get back on and show you what it looks like. All right, guys, I got it like all situated. Now, one of the things that I'm just going to be doing is any dirt that is on here, get them blown off so it does not hold any additional moisture. Or cause it to have any kind of fungus or break down the leaves. Get those rocks right off of there. And that was the other thing I did, was I put rocks in here just to give that finished look to it. I'll dig in there and get those rocks out. I think it came out really nice. But the other benefit of the rocks is show that the roots have good solid contact with the soil. Oops. Not gonna get everything out, but doesn't that look nice? I'm gonna get those rocks out of there before I take it up. But I think it ends up looking very nicely no matter what direction you look at it from. Now, mind you, this is going to be the front because I so love that plant. So let me go ahead. I'm going to take it up onto the table, get it set up, and then get it watered, and I will show you guys. But you can also see, you know, you can't like really see the lights lit up, but I'll have those on too. All right, guys, look how nice this turned out. Oh man, I love it. And this is the thing, I forgot to tell you, this pot I actually got off a marketplace, and I so love it. No matter what direction you were looking at this at, it is gorgeous. So we're gonna go ahead and get it carried upstairs. And then the other good thing is, when we have our freezing nights or days, I can actually bring it in here to have some protection for it. So, and it looks nice here on the table. Okay, so it is all set, and I love how it ends up looking. And the good thing about this table setting, you know, when you end up having guests, you know, you don't have your centerpiece blocking the view of being able to see and talk to individuals. Well, Gianna, how do you like Nana's flower arrangement? You like it? Yeah, I do too. So, yeah, you like those?
And I like this.
Yes, that's one of my favorites. So, all right. Yeah?
And same with the butterflies are like flowers.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I put their flowers.
Okay. Well, this is all done. And like I said, no matter what angle you look at it, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now we have the umbrella up because, you know, one of the things I don't want to shock. I don't want to shock the plants because they were newly planted, and while they are heat and drought tolerant, you know, I'm just easing into the sun. But we just got the umbrella up just so that the transition is nice and easy for them as they get acclimated to being outside. Oh, this ends up making such a beautiful centerpiece for hosting guests. It's always nice to have a beautiful tablescape arrangement. All right, friends, thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner. And if you enjoy my content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. I so appreciate it.